Oh, come on, little guy. Let's go. Come on. Here he comes. Come on. Come see your mother. Come see your mother. She's across the... Hey, 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 hey! Get out of the road! Out of the road! Come on. So I took a couple of days off work here, and me and, as you can see, Jeff, we're heading up right now to a couple of spots around the Gibson, or at least around Tory Hill. In particular, we're looking right now at the Gibson Occurrence. At least that's where we're headed. Along kind of a dodgy road. When we get to the clearing, we're meant to go up to the right. And I think this might be the clearing here.
I don't really, I might have to dig stuff though, nothing like visible.
I mean, look at this. Already I've just, right here.
That's nice.
Right by the cave, yeah. You know? Richterite maybe? So I'm kind of looking at there's a little offshoot to park your car, and I can see there's orange flagging tape in the trees. Trail going up, and there's a whole bunch of exposed hillside back there somewhere. We're looking at the side of a hillside, which has been all these fissures, calcite fissures. So we're going to poke through here. This is the Gibson Occurrence. See what we can find. I believe Richterite is one of the big ones, as well as, you know, the usual apatite, stuff like that. Probably some titanite up here. And down that way is the Miller property. So just at a glance, you know, finding feldspar crystals, plagioclase. This is, you know, yeah, they closed Bear Lake, which is down this road, and eventually the road decomposes to nothing and then becomes Bear Lake. Yeah, they've just closed Bear Lake, admittedly, but I look here right off the bat like it's better crystals, more profuse. It seems right now feldspar is the big one. That's what I'm finding the most of. So this is, as you can see, a calcite fissure. This is your calcite in amongst the other rock, and this is what's eroding away the calcite and leaving crystals. You can see the fissure continues down the side of the hill, going that way. This is what we want to tap into. Find anything good?
My rock go.
Okay, as you can see, Jeff's working a fissure. This is my fissure down here. I'm working directly underneath. I'm figuring people haven't dug here yet, and it appears they haven't. I found, maybe hard to tell, but it's peristitite. Kind of a peachy colored peristitite. I found a little bit of tremolite here. I believe it's tremolite. And I'm just going to keep working the underneath of this fissure and hopefully extend it out and along. All of the fissures and exposures in this area, they've all followed the same kind of life cycle path. Initially opening up for things like apatite and mica, you know, apatite for the phosphates, and then mica, feldspars for ceramic, glazing, stuff like that, and more recently in the 50s for uranium. So I mean, you're going to find the whole range of radioactive stuff like that in these particular deposits. So as I'm digging away, it's the usual suit of minerals that you're finding. You know, the amphiboles, the feldspars. I think I may have found a little piece of zircon. It's hard to tell in the muddiness of the situation here and the dirtiness, but I think that may be a little piece of zircon. I can see just looking at the end, it's kind of like almost like a boxy sort of tetragonal crystal system shape, which would definitely suggest zircon. Just no clear face really, no termination, no pyramidal termination on the end or anything like that. Still finding significant amounts of Richterite and, you know, other crystals higher up mixed in with the feldspar, as you can see. I'm not sure what's on top of the ridge, it's up there. So this whole surface of this particular fissure up near the top, just look at it, just absolutely encrusted with the crystals. Absolutely beautiful. What was that one face I saw? I mean, these are really cool, like a termination on the end of one. I seem to have removed quite a nice little chunk here. There's lots more. The whole fissure's just lined with this stuff. Beautiful. Just managed to chisel this one out and that one. Popped out pretty cleanly. Quite like them. So this is one of the richest of all of the world's mineral areas. Just based on the diversity of minerals in the Bancroft area. We kind of, actually no, it's more like Tory Hill. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch my breath here, just struggling up this hill. All along Gibson Road. Gibson Road eventually becomes Mad Hill Road, but in between it kind of dies away. They call it Wildcat Trail. Far end, Mad Hill Road. You've got the old Bear Lake diggings. It appears they've just been bought. They're now in private hands. We're here at the Gibson. Just down to the south is the Miller property. The Hunter Occurrence back that way. So just the sheer diversity of minerals, the quantity of minerals, the size of the minerals, all in these calcite fissures that are intruding into the local rock. So there's no end to what can be found around here. I mean, just everywhere you look, calcite fissures. You know, depressions, and you just dig into them, and when you get just above the calcite, because the calcite's already eroded down quite some distance down into the earth, when you're reaching just above the calcite, that's usually where you'll find your biggest crystals. This particular area, the Gibson property, not so rich with the apatite, but certainly a lot of the hornblends, the amphiboles, that kind of stuff, right? Got some titanite there, I believe. Super high luster. Would have been a little more careful if I'd realized it was titanite that I was freeing up. So I'm not sure if you can see the difference in the luster. I mean, they're both black, but the one is just way more lustrous. That's what I'm thinking might be the titanite there. You know, I don't have enough of a crystal face to really be quite sure.
That look.
Oh yeah, that's titanite, all right. Calcium, titanium mixture, absolutely, yeah. Beautiful, man. So around 2003, 2006, somewhere around there, I was spending a fair bit of time with Ralph Schroeder from the Northern Rock and Mineral Club, and I was doing a bit of work up in cobalt. Wrote an article for Rock and Gem on cobalt, and he put me onto this Miller property, so I'd visited around 2003, and that's pretty well what's behind me, but at this point, what I understand is it's off limits. The landowner didn't want people going on the property, so therefore I can't give you anything current, but there is an interesting adit there, which if I can find my footage, it'll be in front of you right now. There's an adit, if I recall correctly, there was a lot of stuff like apatite. It's very similar to Bear Lake, of course, because Bear Lake is just down in this direction along this road, I don't know, maybe 10 kilometers, 8 kilometers, somewhere like that. So the road peters out, but I'm going to walk down the road. Maybe there's something interesting down the road. And it's, as I say, definitely this is the rock and mineral mecca. Does it hit the calcite?
Well, I'm sure they dug down already. It's all fill just sitting there.
Flies are just outrageous right now. As soon as if I take this off, they're all over me. So I'm going to head back. I'm tired. Got a headache starting to come on. Probably have a drink at the car, see how I feel after that.